everyone, I'm Cher and welcome to Cher Rambles. As I am a new creator on YouTube, I wanted to take the opportunity to share a little bit about myself today. So, I have notes, so bear with me. You may see me go through them just to refresh my memory on what all I wanted to talk about. The first thing I wanted to talk about was who am I? I live in New York, in the Finger Lakes region of New York, with my husband and six cats. Well, when everybody thinks of New York, or you say you're from New York, a lot of people think, oh, I live in the city, but I actually don't. I live many hours west of, of the city, or well, northwest kind of actually, from the city. And I've actually never even really been to the city, with the exception of like a layover in JFK. I do want to get there someday and have the full tourist experience, if you will. I just haven't gotten there yet. I wanted to go over some of my hobbies, or a lot of my hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies. To start with, I do a lot of walking and most recently hiking. I also love camping. I've done a couple of kayaking adventures, like little mini kayaking adventures. We actually have a couple of like those inflatable kayaks, and we've taken them out a couple times, and it's really fun. And I really want to do it a lot more. I also would like to get into biking, but right now I'm really focused on hiking a lot. It's really grown to be quite a passion of mine over the past couple years, and I just want to keep doing it and keep talking about it. And backpacking. I've even done a backpacking trip earlier this year, so I want to do a lot more backpacking. That's mostly my outdoor activities and hobbies I like to do. I also have lots of indoor activities. I'm really artsy and crafty. I like making things. I dabble a little bit in ceramics. I go and do those painting classes. Actually, you can actually see one of my pieces of work here. I also love listening to music. I listen to a wide variety of music. I always tell people I go from opera to heavy metal and everything in between. I have probably 100 playlists on Spotify I've curated. Music's a huge part of my life. Particularly listening to music, it's really helps me focus. It really speaks to me on an emotional level. So yeah, it's really big in my life. I also am a big nerd. I work in IT. I love all things fantasy, particularly dragons. I actually have a dragon collection. Um, I do a little bit of gaming, like very rarely, really, but like whenever I'm in the mood. Um, I love movies and TV that talk about fantasy and like action adventure. So all that. So that's a little bit about my hobbies. So now I want to talk about why I'm here. For starters, I am a plus size individual. I'm also obviously into walking, like I said, and hiking. And while I've seen other hiking content creators on YouTube, I haven't really found anybody in the plus size community that's creating YouTube content. So I thought I'd give it a whirl. Obviously, I'm not a seasoned hiker backpacker, but I feel like I've learned a lot over the past couple years of of hiking, and so I thought I could share what I've learned with the rest of at least everybody in the world if they find this video or my videos. So, but yeah, I've really gotten into hiking over the past couple years, and I've been walking as my primary form of exercise for many years now. So, I just want to share what I've learned with other people, and then maybe that would spark their interest to get out and do those things too. So that's why I really want to share what I've learned. It may help other people like me get out and go hiking or walking, but I'm really here for hiking. I think everybody should hike if they can. It's so wonderful to do if you've never done it. So, the name of my channel is Share Rambles. So, basically, the term ramble has a couple of different meanings. The first is to walk aimlessly, erratically, you know. It I think I also saw it said explore idly is another term for that. The second real meaning is to talk erratically or in a like a long-witted fashion. So to me, it's the perfect word to explain what I'm doing here. Um, Granted, my walking and talking might be slightly more purposeful than erratic. Then again, I have been known to just go on and ramble when I tell stories. So when I tell stories, it's always, I'm one of those people that just, I go from here to here and add this back in. Oh, I forgot that. So we may come across that with me. Just to know about me. So this really gets into more of part of the reason I'm plus size. Um, First thing is I struggle with polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's also known as PCOS. That's like the shorthand for it. It's a hormone imbalance issue. There's not a lot known about it. Like they know symptoms of it, but they don't know really what causes it. So but it is something that comes into my life. Well, all of these do every day. They affect me in some way. Um, the second one is picky eating. So I'm sure you have met a child or maybe even been a child that, hates most food or all food when they're younger and eventually you may grow out of it. I just never grew out of it. I The part that's frustrating for me is my picky eating is really geared towards food that is healthy for you. So I basically don't like a lot of food that is healthy for me. Fruits and vegetables, not my jam. However, I have in recent years, like probably the past 5 to 10 years, I have tried to get more pursue more healthy foods and try to get over my picky eating. And I have been successful in some things, but obviously I haven't been in others. So it's still an ongoing journey, but I am purposefully trying to get better at. The last thing is lactose intolerance. So um basically I have lactose intolerance. I can't tolerate anything that's milk based per se. It started about 4 years ago, during COVID. Everybody was getting COVID. I didn't. I got lactose intolerance and a really severe form of it. So, to the point where there are some things that are made for lactose intolerant people that I can't even have. For example, like lactated milk. I can't even tolerate lactated milk. I have to have a plant based milk. Otherwise, it's upsetting. But so I try to look for as many plant based alternatives as I can to those things or things that don't are made for lactose or don't have lactose in them that I can still tolerate. So, but yeah, those are just some things in my life that I struggle with every day that are part of the reason why I'm plus size. Not that I really need to tell anybody that reason, but I thought just it's just a clear. I like to be open and honest about my life, so that's just the things I struggle with as a person, and maybe other people struggle with those things too, and find them as maybe factors in why they wouldn't want to get out and go hiking or backpacking and things of that nature. That's a lot about me, and I hope that it was informative going forward. But I look forward to all of you coming here. So if you want to keep keep a track of what I get into, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please throw them down in the comments and I will respond to those. But thank you all for watching, and thanks for letting me ramble.